You are looking live at Pannier-Ile-Lacroix from Rouen, France. This is a game between College Hockey South All-Stars and the Rouen Dragons. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm your host, Louis DePaulo. I'm thrilled to bring you all the action right here in color from France. I am here with my color commentary man, Charlie Serafian. Charlie, this should be a great game.
Louis, great to be here. Even though we're not anywhere close to the College Hockey South, we are still across the pond over in France. This should be a fun one. Two great teams. We had a chance to see the Dragons in warm-ups. They got a lot of size on that roster. Looks like a strong team, a fast team, but they're going up against a very well-disciplined CHS All-Star squad.
Should be a lot of fun. We got Danny Baum on camera. We got Brooks doing the recording. We're just getting ready to kick off here in this facility. It's a beautiful town. We all had a great day downtown Rouen, and it was a lot of fun. It was very chilly. We woke up to snow this morning. Pretty cool stuff.
Absolutely, Louis. I don't know if I packed for this weather. A bit frosty outside, a bit nippy. And you know, it's a beautiful city. We had a chance to see the Notre Dame Cathedral, walking around downtown Rouen. A lot of good food, a lot of great people. But again, now we're about to see a lot of great hockey as well.
So they did a gift exchange, Cole Valise out there for the College Hockey South team and the Dragons. Big crowd in here today. The Dragons huddling up around their goaltender. We're getting ready to kick off. This is a makeup of all teams from College Hockey South, UCF, FAU, Middle Tennessee, both the second FAU, Florida Southern. We've got University of Tampa all over the board, Kennesaw, FSU. The Seminoles are here in France, and Alabama with Haggett. As we get ready to drop the puck, we are on an Olympic sheet of ice?
I believe so. You know, it doesn't look as bigger.
Right? By two, I believe it's a full-size Olympic sheet here. But regardless, we're getting ready to get this game going here. I want to thank everybody for watching here on College Hockey South YouTube channel. We got a great group of fans that came with us here. It should be a lot of fun. Chunchikov in to take the draw. College Hockey South wearing red, white, and blue from Verbero. They look very good. Those uniforms were on full display at the Eiffel Tower yesterday when we got off the plane. It was pretty cool to see that as the puck's dumped in. Dragons, D2D in their own end. This is their U20 team. The Dragons playing in their home building as they come in now with the puck. It's number 22, LeCavier. He loses it. Will the Thrill Marshall from Florida Southern has a lot of NAHL experience, about 80 games he played there before he decided to come down to Lakeland and play in sunny Florida. Dragons regroup. Looking to come up with the puck. That was drift, nowhere to go, turns it over. Picked up, holding on, dumping that one in was Palmer. Back behind the net. Three people deep for the College Hockey South All-Stars. A little weird not to call the name of like the Volunteers, the Gators, UCF, but lots of players represented here. Right through center on the far side. Dragons, big hit. That was Joseph Dre, number 12 from the UCF Knights, with the first big hit of the game. Shot deflected up into the netting. We'll have a face-off and a whistle. 18:38 left here, first period.
Yeah, and you were just talking about it. Kind of weird not to call the teams by their individual names, but great representation with all those beautiful buckets a lot of the players are wearing. You see gold helmets, red, black. But what the CHS All-Stars are going to have to really do is be careful. Don't let that middle collapse. Rocco Bruno, he's a brilliant goaltender. They might try to test him early on in this game.
Rocco Bruner, FAU Division II national champions last year, representing the Boca boys very well. A lot of Owls here on the team as well. Rocco and I from the same town in Philadelphia. Want to give a shout out to his mom and grandmom watching back in Philly. There's a shot from the point. Bruno with the save. Up over here on the near boards, chip not out, fired toward the net. On the other side, chip finally out. Dragons able to regain possession in their own end, pass through center. They go right back, that's Grand Pierre. He turns, comes off on the line change. Dragons gonna get a new group out. On the far side goes Malholm. He dumps the puck in deep. Dragons gonna be the first one to get it. Kept in, now it's deflected back into the corner. Chambray there, backhand, far side chip, not out. Good keep by the Dragons. All-Stars trying to come out this side now. Zamborski couldn't get the puck out. Picked up at the point. Malholm again with the puck. Chambray behind his own net. Great forecheck there. That's number 21. I believe that's Boissière. We were told he was wearing 18. We'll try to get a check on that. My original number was 21, then I was told it was 18, but we'll go with that for now. Back in their own end, Malholm again with the puck. Leaves it. Dragons coming through center. Very vocal crowd here, very much like European soccer. Right out in front, shot, save, pad, save again. Oh, Bruno at his best right there. 2 quick shots, and the Dragons had a great shift there. Over here on the near side, Trace Coward, he loses the puck. Picked up, Dragons coming in, they got an on-man rush, looking for a pass across. Great defensive play in his own end. Campagna with that. Oh, Cuccia, I'm sorry, my bad. Cuccia wearing 27 for the red, white, and blue. Coward there, long pass, chipped up, go ahead.
Christian Cuccia, one of those great players for the Owls. College Hockey South Division III MVP last year. I had a good chance to watch him down in Fort Lauderdale in the tournament back in February. Again, you got a lot of talented scorers on this roster, and Cuccia, he's just one of those. So, putting his body on the line, getting back there, able to defend as well. So glad to see him doing both of that on both sides of the ice.
Face-off control by the Dragons. Over here on the near side, dumped in, turn shot, glove save, Bruno. That was off the stick of number 24, Mr. Louis Bayou.
Yeah, and they're just starting to test Bruno, but Bruno very good with the glove, able to flash the glove there. So it's going to be interesting to see how a smaller goalie can kind of, combat those wider shots, especially in a bigger rink. They might come from the outsides.
Yeah, great point. Could be a different angle than what Rocco's used to seeing, but nevertheless, college hockey national champion last year, played St. Joe's Prep in Philly, well-experienced player between the pipes for Coach Kuzlik. We'll get to that in a minute. We got a late start here this morning. Couple of Owls on the ice now for College Hockey South. They turn the puck over, and it's going to be picked up by Kevitz. He goes behind his own net, gets the return pass. All-Stars going to send out Watson. Watson makes a play right there. Good job. Got an offsides and a whistle. 15-18 left here, first period.
Yeah, and so far, both teams very evenly matched, Lewis. I'm seeing a lot of back and forth. That puck is being played a lot in the neutral zone. I really think that's both teams just kind of made in this.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. It's always tough when you put an all-star team together in any sport at any level when they're not used to playing with each other, and you're playing against a team that has played together all year. Bruno with the save on that. Alexei Urine with that one. Bruno already made 3 or 4 quality saves to get this game started.
Yeah, absolutely. And so far, he looks very calm and collected back there. And that's the one player who doesn't really have to switch up, especially on an all-star team. The goalie, he's going to be able to make saves like that. However, you mentioned a lot of the players, they play kind of differently on their own team. So they're going to have to see what clicks.
Rockenrenner here, the big defenseman from Fort Lauderdale, plays at UCF. Back in, fanned on that shot. Puck may have been on the edge. Dragons weren't able to take advantage. They pass it up top. I'd say time of possession right now in favor of the Dragons on their home ice. Turnover right out in front. Bruno That one went off a player, comes right back into their own end. Gautier now with it. He's being forechecked behind his net. He comes back out, goes right again. Nice job. Renner on the forecheck. Renner comes back. Got a loose puck picked up at the blue line there. Thorig with it. Turnover, we got a breakaway going down the other side. Anthony Campagna comes in, he shoots. Oh, couldn't get the shot off. My bad, that wasn't Campagna, that was Zamborski.
Yeah, what an effort by Zamborski. It looks like at the last second that puck got away from his stick because he had him beat. They're going to have to be, keen and keep trying to create opportunities, especially on those breakaways, because that's the best look the CHS All-Stars have had all game.
That was the best chance they've had so far. Quality chances, 4-1 right now for this Dragons team. We're going to have to see who's in net. We thought it was Elliot Castell, shot high and over the head of Bruno, but they've got number 1 out there. I don't have a number 1 on my roster. We'll see, shot deflected, high stick loose in front, still there. Referee calls high stick, comes out. Good thing an old man like me and the referee saw to see the same thing.
Absolutely, it looks like, will they call it? No, they will, maybe not.
He called high stick.
Yeah, they did call it, okay,
yeah,
so.
It's out. Have a from the big C, that's Coach Kuzlik. Former Tampa player himself, got to call his first college goal. Down from Rochester, that Tampa bench I'm very familiar with because they are all ex-players. He and Jack Walsh. Jack Walsh does the D3 team. Kuzlik on the D2 team for ACHA. Turn nearly had an opportunity. They had a man high. That's Marshall with the shot and the save by the goaltender. We'll go with Castell for now. Have a face-off coming up, 12:42 left here. First period action, Louis DePaulo, Charlie Serafian, and Danny Baum on the camera. And we got Mr. Brooks from Alabama working, actually from Verbera Hockey now, former Alabama players. That one's kicked into the corner, helping us out as well. Back up to the point. Best possession and a goal! A shot from the point! The All-Stars are on the board. It looked like a harmless play off the stick of your boy, Cuccia. C-squared, 1-0, All-Stars.
Just like we're back in Fort Lauderdale, Christian Cuccia rifling one from the outside. And again, mentioning the wider rink, so he was able to angle that one. It may have been deflected as it skipped right in below the goaltender. Again, we don't have it on the roster, but what I can tell you is CHS All-Stars are up 1-0, and Christian Cuccia, one of the higher octane players on this team, you're gonna have to be a little selfish. Continue to take those shots.
We'll see who the goal is. Coming in right now, 3-on-2, deflected. Bruno with the save. Dragons come right back. We'll try to pick that up off the PA announcer. Puck up, stays in play, goes back all the way down to the other end. All-Stars starting to get some legs about them. It was a long plane ride over here, a long day. Got here late last night for practice. For those of you watching back in the United States, it was a very long and hectic day. Probably about 20 hours for most of the players. Cowart loses that, followed up nicely by Watson. Over here on the near side, Hofberg. Hofberg chipped it out. Hofberg missed her assist for the Tampa Spartans. Turns that over. Second generation Hofberg playing for this Tampa All-Star team, or for the Tampa Spartans, my bad. Going out on the other side's Oliverio. Chipped it up, goes down, icing's waved off. Back to pick it up. Dragons in their own end. Turnover. Shot, save, up and off the glove. Beautiful play there. Watson on the forecheck and a save by the goaltender for the Dragons.
Absolutely, and another Florida Atlantic Owl trying to get on the board. Sam Watson took one in there. So Right now, we've seen a lot of offense from the Owls on the CHS All-Star team, but now what we're starting to see is those players create that sort of offense. So we're seeing more shots, more opportunity right now. Dragons are kind of letting it slip by.
So Dragons coming right back at you. Right on your screen, a big hit up front by Zamborski. Right here in front. Hang on here. All right, there we go. Rocco Bruno has his hand up, icing waved off. Coward loses the puck. Dragons pick it up. They got a big man in front. That's Quemion. Big, tall number 8 for the black and gold. 1-0 here, 10:25 left. First period. Game 1 of 4 here in France. Commissioner Kyle Nell put this all together. I want to thank him, as we are going to have a tremendous week here in France. Just getting started today.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited. A country I've personally never been to. Lewis, I believe you said you have before.
Have not. Not here. Been to Europe a few times, but never here. And I have to tell you, the food has been great so far the first day.
Oh, I know. It's only going to continue to get better.
Turnover coming in right there on top of the net. That was Chunkakov, couldn't get it, and the Dragons come right back. Comes in, looks like it was offsides. Play continues. Kovalis chips it up, trying to get it to Chunkakov again. Chunkakov comes in, trying to split the Dragons D. That one taken away. Dragons come right back on the far side. They have a shot, toe drag, poked away. Great defense, Rock and Renner. Chipped up and out. We probably got an icing call and a whistle.
Yeah, that was a good effort from Louis Bayou over there for the Dragons, coming down, trying to set up that play. Wasn't able to get the pass across, but then another opportunity right in front from Arthur Dabu. So 2 good looks for the Dragons. Again, just not able to convert. That middle defense right there for the CHS All-Stars, it's been smothering, and that's what's kind of led to them staying only up 1-0 on the board.
Grand Pierre won that one away from Marshall. Dragons coming in on the goal line, looking, trying for the drop pass up to the point. There's a shot, save again. That one got through. Bruno on top of his game. The Philly native. Stopped by the Dragons goaltender. He leaves it for Filatov. Filatov still with the puck, coming through. Onside, drop pass over here on the near side. Beauvais Canave. He loses the puck. Great back check. Urine on that. Back and forth we go through center ice. DeMumbrin dumped that one in. The Dragons pick it right back up, coming through. Turnover. All-Stars coming in, looking. Toe drag by Palmer. Shot went off. Palmer again. They're playing catch behind the net. Campagna over here on the point. Takes a bouncing puck, shot loose in front. Picked up by the Dragons. Drift on the far side. Long pass across. European game a little different because they can use so much more. See the difference in the confidence in the European players. They don't mind going back in their own end. Typically you don't see that in our game in our country, Charlie.
Yeah, and you know, it does come from playing with each other a lot. I know a lot of these guys have been together for a while, but a couple of good defensive plays, one from Thorig right there, stopping Brendan Ogle from even getting a shot off.
Puck comes out in front, shot again, score on the rebound! Number 13, Guillaume Ugle. We are tied at 1. Bruno made the first save, nobody there to clear it. Second shot from Ugle, and we are tied at 1, 7:45 left. Where I was going with that is the European game. I've coached with people from Europe, Swedish guys. They play a much more game of possession. As I stumble through my words, I apologize. They play a more possessive game. They've got the bigger ice. They teach the kids from when they're younger to be calm and possess the puck. Let's see now. We'll have an answer coming up. We got our PA announcer. There's a pass that comes out in front all the way back down that just gets by Cuccia. Back down, we got an icing call.
Well, Lewis, you're absolutely right. They play with a lot more patience. They slow down the pace, playing at their own game. You kind of see that in European players across all sports. Even Luka Doncic, if you watch the Lakers, he plays at his own pace. But that goal is beautifully set up. Again, getting involved, Arthur Dabeau taking that shot, ricocheted right off. And luckily, Hughley was able to clean that up. And just like that, Dragons are on the board in this one.
Puck comes back out, the goal across. Jensen comes right off. And here they go again. They go right back into their own end. They'll regroup, drop pass. They come right through. All-Stars looking at stick checks, not body checks, and that's causing a lot of problems for the defense of this All-Star team. There's a turnover. They had a man down low. Still have it behind the net. Looking, holding on to it. Tries to turn. Great job that time by Chambray. On the defensive side, puck goes back into the Dragons' end. Back to pick it up. LeCavier, drop pass in front of his own net. Mattioni coming in with some speed. Lost the puck, lost an edge. Right there to pick it up is his teammate Bayul. Bayul, far side, being checked by Jensen. Jensen there. Jensen going in all alone, made a pass. Picked up. Very composed, this Dragons team. They regroup, they set up, and then they come back and attack. No dump and chase by this Dragons team. Turnover there, Will to throw Marshall. Let's see what he can do. Headman's the puck far side to Valise. There's some scoring power down in the corner. Back up to the point. Over here, that just got by Chunkakov. Saw Oliverio and Chunkakov here. All-Stars not able to get that shot off. Waiting behind his own net. Marshall letting him go. He forces him out on the near side. Oh, nice move. Finally a body. Got an offside call and a whistle. That's an offside call and a delayed call and a whistle. But finally somebody played the body and it caused the turnover. And I know it's an all-star game. You're coming to Europe and it's a friendly. But you still got to play the body, right?
Yeah, and that's the first one I think we've seen in this game so far. That kind of disrupted everything because now we're starting to see the speed from the Dragons coming in there. Arthur Mattioni, I mean, he had it for a second, just lost his footing on the ice. I mean, it is slippery out there. I don't know if you've skated on ice before, but he had a good handle and just lost it, which could have been another opportunity for the Dragons. But you're going to start to see a little bit more physicality as we get more of a stalemate, 1-1 hockey game.
Dragons coming back, 2-on-2, drop pass, that time picked up by Ogle. Ogle, headmans the pass. Great job, DeMumbrin. That one's poked away. Ogle there again on the forecheck. Good shift by these two All-Stars. Down behind the net now, regrouping is DeBow. DeBow comes out in front of his goaltender, goes right back. Then he comes right back again on the far side on his backhand, and they just smoothly move the puck and gain the zone. Puck chipped up and in by Palmer. Different style of game, right?
Absolutely, and I think this might just be me, but it looks like the All-Stars are still trying to figure out how they really play. I mean, they had one practice for about 45 minutes, give or take, last night, but that last play with DeMumbrum, it looks like he just wasn't sure what he should have done with that puck.
Turnover right out in front, backhand save. Terrific play. All-Stars had a chance to get on the board and take the lead, but it was a turnover on a great forecheck, and that was Hofberg there with the backhand. As I was mentioning earlier, Hofberg's brother played for this Tampa Spartans team. Now he's playing for the Tampa Spartans team. Always nice to see brothers play, and second-generation brothers.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And a guy like Tyler Hofberg getting the puck right in front, you got to be careful.
Lying there on the check in front of his bench. We'll see if the hitting picks up. We got a turnover right out in front. Trying to pull the trigger, couldn't do it. Great job there by Watson. Gauthier nearly pulled that one. Dragons still with the puck. Throws it out in front, deflected. Pass chipped up all the way down. Icing's going to be waved off as the goaltender's going to let it go. Gauthier there behind his own net. Being chased by Watson. Up here off a skate, picked up. Dragons turn. That time they had no play, so they dump it in on the far side. Sosa chips it up. Nobody there for the All-Stars. Back in their own end. Back behind the net. We got a turnover. Bouncing puck off the boards. Forecheck. Coming right through now, the Dragons. Bruno's going to come out and save that as he holds on. 3:13 left here, first period. Bruno's been great. Let's face it, it could be 2-1, 3-1 Dragons right now.
Yeah, and he's held his own. You're right, the Dragons, like you said, time of possession, it's really been all Rouen. They've taken a lot of shots. They've tested Rocco Bruno very early on. I think Bruno almost kind of likes that. He likes taking those shots, you know, getting his footing early on in this game because he's going to play this period and then we're going to start rotating goalies. So I think he's gotten the most out of this one, Lewis.
Yeah, he's Hextall tough. He comes out right away. He's fired up from the beginning, and if you're playing in front of him, you better be fired up too. Meanwhile, the Dragons come right back. Good poke check by Chunkakov. Loose puck picked up by the Dragons. Down in the corner, Chunkakov there. Avoids a couple of players, still with the puck. Back up to the top they go. DeBow there. Over here on the near side, looking, shot deflected in front. Bruno with the save, cleared it. Still not out. Finally it does. Chunkakov with it now. Just tons of pressure by these fiery Dragons.
Yeah, and that was a good one there, Lewis. And it looks like the Dragons so far, the last 5 minutes, they're keeping it out of the den right now because they have just been smothering, especially in the neutral zone. And that was a good play there from Anakin Drift on Rouen, able to get a nice shot off. I want to see more shots from those Dragons because they're keeping it over there. They're just not taking as many chances as you think they would.
Just under 2 minutes left. Valise and Marshall up front. Valise with the big hit. Dragons come right back. Puck into the corner. Cole Valise there. Chipped it up behind his net. Gets the puck back. Valise. Nice pass to Marshall. Marshall picks it up. The Florida Southern mock. Chambray with a shot! Beautiful play. That was terrific play by this All-Star team. Starting to get their feet about them. Starting to get used to playing with their line mates.
You know, Ryan Chambray trying to go top left shelf, right where Grandma hides the cookies. Wasn't able to find anything. It was a good shoulder save. It looks like it was on target. That one got knocked up top. But nonetheless, you got to start taking those shots, and Chambray, he's willing to be that guy.
Chambray with the gold helmet for this All-Star team as he's representing Florida State University that doesn't even have an ice rink in town. They don't even have a roller rink. They practice in Columbus, Georgia. Me being a Florida Gator, I don't have too much sympathy for Florida State, but for their hockey team, lots of love because of what they're going through. All right, less than 1 minute here in the first period. We're tied at 1. The Dragons coming down. Good back check there, and a turnover caused. Palmer gets it to Watson. Watson on the far side. Watson holds on. Strong shot. Save. Picked up his own rebound behind the net. Oliveira with a shot on. And that's deflected into the corner. We got a whistle. They said that puck came out of the zone.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that whistle was for. I do want to touch on what you were saying about that hockey rink having to go to Columbus, Georgia. I know Florida State and also the University of Florida, I believe they travel sometimes to Jacksonville as well. Yeah,
we have one practice a week, hour and a half. We'll talk about the student athletes coming up here in a minute because I think that's really important. Got a battle over here we want to watch between number 19 Kebitz and on that far side, Reagan Lyon. Turnover right down low, shot again, doesn't get through. Dragons still with it, 24 seconds left. Crowd cheering behind us. It's like we're at Wembley Stadium watching a soccer match. Puck up into the bench. Not sure if Kuzlik caught that, but we'll have a face-off. 17.6 seconds left here in the first period. We'll recap the first period during the intermission, and we'll give you a chance to go freshen up your coffee, your hot chocolate. Something that we could use down here. It's freezing.
Yeah, this rink It's not really generous when it comes to warmth, I'll tell you that. It's a little bit chilly.
Zamborski, far side. Jensen, another Seminole for this all-star team. 2 seconds. They're just going to go behind their net. And that's going to do it. All right, at the end of one, we are tied. We've got a 1-1 game. So, what's your thoughts on the first period for everybody watching back in the United States? Thanks for joining us here on the College Hockey South YouTube channel.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. All around a great period from the start. It really looked like the CHS All-Stars were starting to figure things out. You had that goal from Christian Cuccia on the far left side, but just as we thought CHS All-Stars were getting comfortable, the Dragons came back on the other side for a rebound goal, and most of the time it has been Rouen with time possession, carrying the puck, very methodical with their movements. So I think if you're the CHS All-Stars, you want to start to rely on those high offensive guys. You got Sam Watson, Christian Cuccia. Chambray had a good look at one point during that period coming down the ice. You had a couple of breakaway opportunities. So start to get a little selfish and just start rifling shots.
Here's the thing. You're exactly right. What I think if I'm coach, I'm going to tell the boys, listen, we're an all-star team. They're not used to playing with each other. The time of possession, exactly what you would expect from a team that's their full team that plays together the whole time. I think I'm going to tell them, if you can't carry the puck in, get it deep, start pounding their defense. Start playing physical American hockey. I think that's what will get the boys going. I think when you're playing an all-star team, if I get it deep, it's easy to read off each other that way. We may not win the battle of time of possession, but I think if we start winning the physical game, slow them down in the neutral zone, could be a difference in the outcome. Bruno, huge this game. So far, first period. Let's talk about Rocco and give him some love.
Yeah, Rocco, he's doing what he's always done for the Florida Atlantic Owls. He's very good with that glove, able to kind of flash it. He's very quick. He's a goalie. Almost reminds me of Jonathan Quick back in 2013, 2012 from the LA Kings Stanley Cup runs back in the 2012 and 14. He's very fast. He's not the tallest guy, but he can move around. I think that's almost been to his advantage in this one because Rouen, they're spreading out the puck on this very wide ice sheet. Yep. So I think those shots coming from the outside, those will almost go to his favor because he's really good at adjusting from post to post.
So here's what we're going to do. In the tournament, or all week long, we're going to go one goalie, one period. One goalie, one period. So Bruno got the start today. I think Haggett's coming in from Alabama for the second period, and then we look forward to seeing Kyle Meyer in the third period. That's the game plan. We'll see how it goes. We got about 12 minutes left. We're going to go down to the ice. We're going to turn the volume down, give you a chance to get ready for the second period, and we will be back in about 12 minutes. I'm Louis DiPaolo, Charlie Serafian, Danny Baum on the camera, and Brooks running the stream. All right, welcome back, everybody. Louis DiPaolo, Charlie Serafine, Danny Baum, and Mr. Brooks running our record button. Quick recap for those of you who were not with us in that first period. Took us a while to get going, but 1-0 for the All-Stars. Dragons come right back, tie it. We talked about time of possession, what the All-Stars need to do different, Charlie, this period. What are your thoughts now? We got a goalie change. Kyle Meyer in the second period. Haggett will play the third. And we have a jersey change because it was, dark on dark. So now we'll have white on dark, much easier for us. But what are your thoughts on the first period as we get started here?
Yeah, I think it was a really good period, especially for a team that hasn't played a game together, a full game together. And Danny Baum, our cameraman, was actually saying, see, different teams who just haven't played with each other before. And that's what you're going to get. You see the skill, you see the talent, you just got to wait for when it clicks. But that's what the second and the third period are for. It's only going to get better.
100%. As we get ready here for period number 2, as I was talking to my friend Mark Renner and a couple of the parents, including my wife, I said, for those of us old enough to remember 1980, this is 1980. You don't know because you weren't around, but nobody knew if the USA beat the Russians because it was on tape delay. Here we are, College Hockey South, tape delay.
Full circle moment.
Full circle moment. Marshall now, let's see if the intensity picks up. It'll be interesting to be a fly on the wall in the USA locker room, see what they say, how they want to change the game, and if they're going to come out, play a little bit more physical. They got Valise right out in front. He's got to go in. The puck comes out in front. Chunkakov there on the short side. Valise, sick check. Kovalise. Great job. Former Team Maryland player from the DC area. Look at that move. Looking, comes out, shot, goal! Oh, hit the post. What a beautiful play. Cole Valise there. Just got it over to Ogle. Hit the post. I thought that was a goal.
And you know what's interesting? Another thing, Rocco Bruno was actually telling me this yesterday. He was saying the posts are a lot skinnier.
Coming in, Oliverio there. Great back check. Remember that play, Mattioni, as he saved a great opportunity. They come in offsides. So the posts are skinnier?
Yeah, so the posts are actually a little skinnier. Now, I don't know if that was actually measured, but Rocco Bruno a little bit thinner than the ones they're used to playing with. Now, again, do not quote me on that. I don't know if that's accurate or him just seeing
it's out on the internet now. It's
it's quoted, but
Charlie
I don't know.
Rocco,
from my vision, it does look somewhat smaller now that he told me that.
I was going to say Rocco was on a 20-hour trip. Turnover. Palmer picks up the puck. Let's see what happens. Palmer with it, shot that deflected behind the net. Shot on top. We do have number 1 in net for this Dragons team, and we have Alexandre Aloyan is the goaltender. So Aloyan, AA, MCO. You know what that is?
I do not know.
AA, MCO.
Oh. No, I don't know.
AA, MCO. AMCO.
Oh, okay.
It's a car joke, Charlie.
Okay. I'm not familiar with the cars, honestly.
That's okay. No problem. We'll get you up to speed on old people stuff.
I'd appreciate that. My old people knowledge is a little slow, if you can tell.
No, you're good. You could Google us old people. Sometimes you could see us in living color. Here's Renner. Renner dropped pass, turned line, took the shot, went over. Hofberg right there. Hofberg with the puck lying there. Got the puck in front in the blue paint. Chipped up and out. Dragons coming back down the other way now. That's going to be DeBow. DeBow follows up his own. Tries to get it out in front. Still there. Renner on top of him. Dragons backhand. And we've got just a little push with Mr. Renner. So Kyle Meyer. Here's my story with Kyle Meyer, because I've known these kids, a lot of these kids, from doing the games all over the last 13 years. Kyle Meyer scored AA, State of Florida champion. Overtime, I did his game. college or University of Tampa, last year national champion. He was the goaltender. Now I get to follow him to Europe and call his games over here. The hockey community is so beloved, so tight, and it's just an unbelievable thing when you look at the moments and the memories of a lifetime that we're creating here across the board.
So what I'm getting from that is you might know Kyle Meyer a little better than I do. Then.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I got great stories on a lot of the kids. Kovalise came down from, actually tried out for the USHL, made the fourth line team, ended up dealing with NA, and then he's like, you know what, I'm going to Tampa. Coach Kuzlik recruited him on beer, beaches, and bikinis. And so...
Doesn't sound too bad.
Right? So he comes down and, you know, it's a lot of fun. A lot of these kids, I've known them. I've known the coaches. These coaches I knew when they were players. So the community, we got a penalty up on the board now for College Hockey South. Campagna down, although I'm not sure where he is for the slash. I don't know where the penalty box is over here. On the far side, do you see? Oh, he's just standing or sitting on the back bench. Okay, meanwhile, Dragons up top. A far side shot just missed from the Ovechkin point. Dragons set up power play, minute 20, back up top. Far side again, just missed on that one. Down low, still with the puck, they bring it back up top. DeBow, as they go side to side with it. Bring it back up, stays in. Excellent job. Quemion over here on the near side. Backdoor pass, looking, holds, shot high and over the head of Meyer. Back behind the net. Dragons pick it right back up. 54 seconds left. Great power play opportunity for the Dragons. That one off a skate and comes out. Not deep enough. All right, the All-Stars going to change one. They get Zamborski out. Total regroup. Going back in his own end, dropping the puck back to Drift. The Dragons now. Watch Mattioni. Mattioni down, gets the puck. Reverses it behind the net. Fanned on that pass up top. They tried to go high-low, low-high. We got no call. We're playing with a three-man system. We're used to four in the U.S. Pass across. Tipped off Mattioni. That just went wide of the net. Back up here on the near side. Right in front, all alone. Big save, Kyle Meyer. The U.S. goaltender's been great tonight. Between the pipes so far, back at even strength.
You know, Lewis, I was just going to say, if you're the Dragons, it's not going to be easy to go go high on Kyle Meyer. He's a bigger goalie standing at, 6'3", 6'4", so you may have to attack low because he will not be fooled up top.
Shot, Marshall, goal! What a terrific job, Chungchikov to Marshall. He was battling, when you watch this on replay, he was battling 1-on-3 in the corner. He dug hard, he dug deep, he showed that U.S. spirit. He got it to will the through Marshall. Martial law has been installed here in France. 14:36 left. College Hockey South up 2-1.
What a shot from Marshall. A bottle rocket sent that water bottle right off the top of the goal. Just a beautiful shot from the top left corner, right place at the right time.
Puck comes back down the other end now. There's a race. College Hockey All-Stars lose that. Dragon with a shot. Couldn't get it through. They pick up the rebound. They got a man in front. Just missed on that. Remember that save by Meyer. Marshall trying to toe drag. Couldn't get around the defense. That puck came over. Here's Valise now. Valise and Marshall up front. Ogle with it. Ogie Oglethorpe. Oliverio takes a shot. Alexandra missed that right out in front. Shot again deflected. Ogle there. Marshall pulls up. A lot of pressure here by this College Hockey All-Star team sporting the red, white, and blue from Verbero. Coming in, Ogle says offsides. What I was going to say, that we don't have the replay, but that save by Kyle Meyer when he had a guy all alone, one-on-one, then to come back, that hard work in the corner, Charlie, get it out, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, the hard-fought battle, but also just those second-chance opportunities. You know, you have a situation, doesn't really go your way, shake it off, dust it off the shoulder pads, come right back down the other side of the ice and just get it in there.
Back to pick that up. Dragons in their own end again. A lot more pressure. This college hockey all-star team starting to put it together. Like you said, it was a terrific point. Each period they play, they're going to get better and better and better throughout the week. Dragons trying to regroup over here on the near side. DeBow with it. DeBow trying to get around Palmer, couldn't do it. Palmer gets around one. Ooh, just trying to get the puck up to DeMumbrin. Great play by Palmers. He's going to go off DeMumbrin as well. Lion out. Lion and a Dragon. Who's going to win that battle? Who would you take, Charlie?
You know, a lion and a dragon, I don't know, and I know you were referring to the last name, but I don't know. The Dragon sounds like it would win that battle. In this situation, Lion is a pretty good player, so again, I don't want to get quoted for anything.
Oh, come on. You got to take a stand. You can't be Switzerland. We're here in France. You got to make a decision.
Although it's just the same temperature, I bet.
Yeah. Rock and Renner up off the boards. Picked up by the Dragons. They got a man in front, poked away by Renner. There's a shot, comes wide. Second one up over here into the corner. Dragons able to pick that one up. Perez Garcin. Far side. Chance. Shot. Pad save. Rebound. Picked up on the back check by the Dragons as they come up just underneath us. Coming through with some speed. He's had a good game. Quimion. There's a shot that missed. Went over onto the corner. Picked up by the Dragons. They throw it back behind. Campagna there. Campagna up off the boards. Got a player gone down. We got a penalty coming up here. Should be against White. We got a charging call going to the sin bin. We're going to have a power play for this college hockey all-star team with 11:26 left. I believe that's going to be LeCavier, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, the refs are going to call that. Good eyes as you saw the hit as he went down. We're going to see CHS All-Stars a chance at a power play opportunity. I'm looking to see if maybe Kuchia can get a strike from that top left, but Chambray on that right as well.
There's Kuchia, there's your man. Here's Marshall. Marshall very unselfish and very dangerous. Kovalis and Chunkakov up as well. Back door looking for the pass. Now they got everybody in front. Chambray there. That puck comes all the way back down. Kyle Meyer to play it. Dragons on a full sail line change. Got out pretty quick. Let's see what the All-Stars can do. Chambray leaves it. Kuchia there. 1-on-2, turns the puck over. Coming back, the Dragons, 14. Composed, comes all the way back in his own end. Let's go back 200 feet, boys. We'll send it back down. Throw it on Kyle Meyer. Kill about 35 seconds here. Minute 11. Power play opportunity. All-Stars just took the lead up 2-1. Coming through center. Chunkakov now picks up the puck. Chipped away as he tried to make a toe drag. Up, not out, off the official. Thank you, Mr. Stripes. All-Stars able to keep it in. Valise now with the puck. Throws it up. Pad save. Chipped, but not out. Kravis there. Kravis with the shot. Had Chunkakov in front.
Good job by the Dragons so far. Using those bodies to just kind of keep that puck out of harm's way. Alexandre Aloyan, again, he's been tested in this one, but I'm sure he appreciates the defensive stance.
22 seconds left. Shot, pad save again. Loose puck. College Hockey All-Stars, if they can get somebody in front, there's a lot of loose pucks right now. 10 seconds left in the power play. Dragons clear it. That should do it. The fans. The town, I was talking to some of the fans here, Charlie. The town says, hey, we love hockey. We just came out to support our team. They're playing a team from the United States. You got to love it. Jensen turns the puck over. Dragons coming in. They got a man, Perez Garcin, going to the net. Couldn't get him the puck. Trace Cowart now. Cowart with the puck, looking. Just chips it up the center. He's going to be able to clear that one out. Nice little spinorama by Thorig. Thorig with the puck, loses it. Drop pass. Coming right back. Looks like a power play the way they drop those passes back. Coming in with the backhand. That was Anakind Drift. But very confident with their passing, Charlie.
Very confident. And speaking of confident, Anakind Drift came down the other side of the ice. A backhander, just a little bit too much smoke on it. But I do like how they kind of play together as a unit. You could tell they've been playing together for a while just off passes like that.
Nice job by Palmer just to get the puck in deep off his stick. Filatov goes around the far side. Dragons looking to come in 3-on-3. They got a man going to the net. Takes a shot. Big save. Kyle Meyer. That was Gauthier. Maybe we got a breakaway coming. We definitely got to play. Ogle bouncing puck. Throws it in front. Terrific job. DeMumbrin, they just had a bouncing puck, Charlie, or they may have made it 3-1.
DeMumbrin and Ogle, and it looks like Ogle, he gave up the pass, maybe try to bounce it off Anoyan's pad.
Right out in front again, loose puck thrown toward the net. Great job, Joseph Dre. Number 12 from South Florida, plays for the UCF Knights. Just returned to action, had an upper body injury, only played 5 games this semester for the Knights. Great forecheck. Watson picks it up. Watson throws it toward the net. Just missed the big fella, Lyon, on that one.
It's a good play by Watson, a Lion.
Coming right back, taking that shot. Jules Escalier. Escalier wearing number 4 for the white and yellow. You getting a little warm, or are you still cold?
Still a little chilly. You're saying white and yellow. I'm interested in this third period as the puck almost hits you, Lewis.
How about that? Do we have a souvenir? It's right there.
I'll just see if I can grab this one.
Go ahead, I'll hold on.
I'll reach down. There we go.
Hey, we could have kept this as a souvenir.
Brought it home with
signed
me.
it. We could have got somebody to sign it.
Oh, yeah. Signed Rouen Dragons hockey puck. That's big in the South. But just as I was saying, we had a jersey change. I'm interested if they're going to come out in all yellow in the third period. Who knows? They might. Don't be surprised if they do. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. It would look pretty cool, though. All right, in to take the draw, Watson. Lost that one, poked into the corner. Ah, there we go. So we do have a young fan with the puck. We'll get him on the broadcast. A baby dragon on the far side. Back to center. Here's Watson. Shot up and into the glass. Watson down low. He's got Hofberg there. Watson tried to backhand it up. All-Stars on a line change. Sosa comes in. Sosa with the puck up and off. Gets it right back. Oh, big hit on Sosa. Physicality coming. We got a penalty coming up. Kyle Meyer coming to the bench as he turns and he skates all the way back. We're going to have a second power play opportunity this period. 6:02 left. We get the call from the official. Head contact. So, head contact could be, I don't know if it's a 2. So, number 4, Jules Escalier. Escalier. What do you want to go with?
Escalier, let's go with that.
Okay, Escalier. Let's see. All right, so I couldn't understand her, but We got it. Regardless, we got a power play right here. Palmer near side, takes a shot, goal, blows the water bottle off, power play goal, beautiful play. Lyndon Palmer got the pass, they went D to D, he skated into the circle, 3-1, College Hockey South.
Lyndon Palmer, he's been doing that for MTSU for quite some time. Beautiful shot, and again, attacking that right side from Arroyon. So just rifling that one in there, knocked the bottle off of the post once again. So they're just creating good angles and good opportunities, and now we're starting to see the CHS All-Stars get their footing and kind of find their identity.
So Lyndon Palmer, Middle Tennessee, he's got 17 games played, 13 goals, 23 assists, 36 points in 17 games, including 4 power play goals. Add that one to the bucket this year for the Middle Tennessee Star. 5:28 left, 3-1, Dragons still with the puck. Bring it back up top. There's a shot, Kyle Meyer with the save. That one got through. Anakin Drift with it. Ooh, nearly a turnover. Drift comes in. Drift still with it. Big, tall defenseman, has a lot of skill, moves like a much smaller player, but obviously has the size. Now you see some movement. Now home, they're trying to get it back. There's a shot that comes over on the near side. Back up top, that's going to be picked up by Buyo. Buyo lost the puck, shot into the crowd, into the net with 4:49 left.
Yeah, and again, we're now seeing the All-Stars get more defensively sound, not really allowing the Dragons to get any sort of open looks down the ice, especially not allowing them to get down low in the middle. I think that size down there, especially with Meyer being so tall, not being able to get any pucks, down low, because usually for a taller goalie, you want to make sure you're shooting sort of on the bottom. So the All-Stars are doing a good job at kind of smothering up and clogging that lower area of the ice, not allowing any shots down there.
Face-off goes behind the net. Coward there with the stick. Dragons lose it. Chipped up, but not out. Not yet, anyway. Bouncing puck. Good job on the boards by the Dragons. Dragons playing on their home ice. Got a great crowd here. Getting to play somebody other than a French team. Got to be a great experience for this team as well. Nice job by the United States team, College Hockey South, Team Maryland alumni, Cole Valise. Washington Commanders fan, that's the only thing Cole and I will disagree on. Shot in front and a goal! Beautiful play right out in front. I believe that's going to be Quamion with the goal. Cut the lead in half, 3-2 after a power play goal. The Dragons come right back, composed, and we got a game.
Absolutely, and you'd think we're in Chicago right now just because of the goal music on this one, but no, we're in Rouen, France.
Look at the crowd.
Fans are loving it. Super happy about that goal, and just what a shot there from Quamion. Able to sneak it past Kyle Meyer, but like a goal here. So now slowly creeping back into the game. Dragons getting on the board.
We got a game here in France. Shot, big save. It may be cold outside, but it is hot in here, baby. There's another shot blocked in front. That one doesn't get through. Let's see if College Hockey All-Stars can come back. Palmer, he's got the game-winning goal right now. Throws it out in front. There's Rock and Renner with a shot low. Dragons come back. Dragons coming in with a lot of speed. Great back check. DeMumbrin, another Middle Tennessee player here. Up and off the boards. Didn't get a chance to talk about the coaches. We'll do that in a minute. We just had a lot going on pre-game. But we are happy that we got this game taped and will be a memory for a lifetime. Dragons, drop pass. Fanned on that shot was Thorig. Turnover, coming back, Hofberg in shot, oh, blocker save. Terrific play. Hofberg came in, went blocker side, and Aloyan with the save to keep this still a one-goal game. Hofberg comes right back. Hofberg off his skate. Hofberg rubbed out of the play, Lyon Watson. He's got Sosa up here on the point, decides to go back down to Hofberg. Hofberg was a dragon sandwich. 1-on-2, gets right back up. Dragons able to pick it up here on the near side. Lyon in on the forecheck. Missed on that. Dragons coming out. Zamborski gets on the ice for the All-Stars. Ripping shot, just missed on that from the point. Campagna there. He lost that one. Back and forth they go, up off the wall. Dragons. Bouncing puck. They come right back in their own end. Out the far side. What a great regroup drill that was. Coming in, shot, just missed. Watch that one on replay a few times. They covered about 200 feet of ice with 3 passes. Nothing moves faster than the puck on the ice. Great exhibition there by the Dragons. Dragons, nice play, protecting the puck. Coming all the way back, Malholm takes a shot. Kyle Meyer with the save. You gotta love when you work with the kids, when you're doing those drills, that is the hardest thing to teach them. Hold on with one stick, Charlie, push the player away, and still control the puck. Great example right there.
Oh yeah, it's just your sense of balance. So being able to kind of hold it while you're skating too, it's very, very difficult as we had another shot there, but you know, Kyle Meyer flashing the glove, keeping his team on top as far as the league goes here in this one.
That shot just wide. We got a pile up down in the corner. All-Stars able to come out with it. They turn the puck over on a bouncing puck. Now it finally comes out. Dragons right there. Drop pass, turnover, nearly as Zamborski was there. He's going to go off on a line change. Dragons coming right back. Less than a minute here in the second period. Shot, save! Big fella between the pipes. Terrific play. The Dragons had number 22 in front, LeCavier. He's about as tall as Kyle Meyer. Provided a lot of traffic. As they regroup again in their own end. Escalier just missed on that far side. Puck's going to come all the way back down, icing. 26.5 seconds left. The Dragons went down 3-1. Looked like the College Hockey South All-Stars had control of the game. Boom. One shot, and it's a 3-2 game. It's going to be a fantastic finish. Shot high and over the head of Aloyan on that one. Valise. Puck comes back out. Great job keeping that one. Oliverio momentarily, as that could have been ugly for the All-Stars. Escalier, 7 seconds left. Let's see if he's got time for one more rush. Nope. He's going to circle back. And with 1 second left, that's going to do it. So we've got a 3-2 game. This College Hockey All-Star team playing a great period. Actually won that period 2-1. We ended up 3-2 this period. What are your thoughts, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm starting to notice a lot of the Dragons' shots, and especially their 2 goals they've gotten in this one. They're coming from the inside. They're kind of getting in the middle and disrupting that defense from the CHS All-Stars. However, if you look at the American team right here, they're getting a lot of their shots from the outside in the wing. You're seeing guys like Olgel getting those good looks. We saw that one from Cuccia in the first period, but I want to see the CHS All-Stars continue to take those shots from the outside because they're catching Aloyan off guard between the sticks.
That's a great point. They moved the puck really well on the power play. Just like the first period, we had Cuccia with the goal on the far point. This time it was Palmer got the goal. I think they came out with intensity. I'm really impressed with the goaltending. Kyle Myers played really well. These guys are coming in stone cold. Aloyan's home ice, his team in front of them. These goaltenders for the college hockey all-star team has been terrific so far tonight.
Oh, yeah, really good. And, you know, you get off an 8-hour flight. You're on a bus ride for about 4 hours. And on top of that, you're sleeping in the hotel. You're not exactly getting a lot of ice time. I'm sure they're doing their stretches in the hotel. At least I hope they are at night after the game. But what I can say this is it's been excellent. So far a great period from the CHS All-Stars, and so far a great game.
Terrific game. We'll be back here in 13 minutes and 10 seconds. College Hockey South 3, the Dragons 2, right here on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. Louis DePaulo, Charlie Serafian. We got Danny Baum and Brooks running the recording. We got about 10 seconds left. Charlie, what a great game.
What a great game so far. It's only going to get better. A third period underway where we're going to see a lot of action in this one. We got a goalie change. Luke Haggett from the University of Alabama now between the sticks for the College Hockey South All-Stars. Right now we're starting to see the Dragons a little bit of a push here, and I don't know if it's from these amazing fans and the energy we have in this arena, but what I can tell you is they're now starting to find the back of the net.
Well, I think everybody's coming together, including the coaching staff, so that they can have a great coaching staff. Talked about Nick Kuzlik, head coach, Tampa, D2, Jack Walsh, D3. We got J.J. Murray. I talked to him a little bit yesterday on the bus. We'll have more on him from New York and MTSU. And we got Kyle Stevenson, the KSU Owls. 3-2, we start the third period. We've got a new goaltender, Luke Haggett. Love Luke. I've done a lot of his games in Alabama. He's got a lot of pressure on him to win the game and to follow up with your brother and goaltender there between Bruno and Kyle Meyer. They put up a great first two periods at 60 minutes.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of pressure when you're the third guy going in because now you got to win the game, also the chance to lose the game, but Luke Haggett, he's the guy. He can thrive under that pressure. We've seen him do it for the Tide throughout the years.
The Frozen Tide, he's got ice water in his veins, number 30 from the Alabama Frozen Tide. Great kid. All these kids are. We've got a drop pass. Fanned on the shot. Dragons come right back. Matty Young, there's a shot and a save. So right away he gets tested. So not only are you waiting to come in, now you're 2 periods in. It's not an injury. It's not like, you know, oh, I'm sitting around and then all of a sudden something happens. You're just anxiously waiting for the first 60 minutes to get in the game, Charlie.
It's your turn, and like you said, he's got ice water in his veins. Too bad his football team didn't the other day against Indiana, but I can tell you, he's going to do a good job at holding on to this one for the CHS All-Stars.
Good thing Brooks didn't hear that. He would have shut us off.
Yeah. We'll mute my mic there for a second.
He's the jinx, Brooks. All right, Dragons right behind their own net. They come out the other way. That was drift. So 3-2, this Dragons team in front of their home crowd. We got an offside call and a whistle. As far as the game itself, it's been everything we've expected, probably a little more. Not really sure what happens when you're an all-star team and you're traveling across the pond to play, you know, another team that you're not familiar with. It doesn't play the same league. You don't know all the teams that the Dragons play. They don't know the teams that the U.S. kids play. But want to thank them for hosting us here, game 1 of 4. And you and I got to eat in the restaurant here last night. It was really good, and we're going to eat there again tonight, team dinner.
It was pretty good, honestly. And, you know, just the food, the drinks, all around the atmosphere. Yeah, people out team skating.
The drinks, the soda, you mean?
Oh, yeah, the drinks. There's some water and soda. That's how it was. But, you know, it just all around the atmosphere was amazing here at this arena. And, again, just the fans here in attendance adding to that with just so much hype and enthusiasm. I'm sure both teams are enjoying it.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. What an experience. You guys, you students, student athletes that have played, that have graduated, that have been involved with the game, yourself at the University of Tennessee, you know, Brooks, Alabama, just great examples of how much we all love the game. These kids on the ice, these student athletes, I love it, and I love it more than NCAA hockey. And you know why? There's no NIL for these kids. No one's paying Rocco or Cole or any of these kids or Renner. They're out there risking injury, paying to play, and they have to study just like you, Charlie, to be eligible to play and stay in college. But you know what? You love the game, you love the sweater, and that's why you do it.
Absolutely. Most of the time, it's not them paying you, it's you paying them just to keep funds for the program. So it really takes a lot of love and commitment to put on that jersey across all schools in the College Hockey South.
Yeah, and you're looking at playing or practicing 2 games or 2 times a week. A lot of schools like the Gators in Florida State have long drives. Again, Florida State, as they just missed Jensen on that. Speaking of Florida State, you know, Jensen and Chambray, they don't even practice in their own state. Their practice rink is 2 hours away. The Gators an hour 20. So I love the commitment. Thank you to the parents. We got a great group of parents here, and to your parents, Charlie, and the rest of them. It's just been a shot and a loose puck, cleared, not out yet. But the parents have done a good job, you know, supporting the programs. I know I had 2 go through travel hockey, and it's quite an experience. It's quite an expensive experience. But look at this. You come over here, you could say, hey, I went with my 22 of my best friends from hockey, played college hockey in Europe. How cool is that?
Oh, for sure. Everything about it, the jerseys, the logos, the branding, it's all on a professional caliber, and it looks really good as well. One thing that's looking really good as this game starts to go on, and it's this defense for CHS. They're looking more sound. Yes, the Dragons have put 2 in the back of the net, especially in that second period, but they're starting to kind of, you know, find themselves in who they are as a team and as a unit.
Marshall there on the far side. Marshall chipped it up, not out. Oh, and now he gets it. Marshall's going to be one-on-one. Now he's one-on-2. Couldn't get it to the net. There's a shot, big save. O'Loyan. Marshall there worked hard along with Chunchikov, right? 88. There we go. TC wearing my boy Eric Lindros's number. You don't even know him, right?
No, I do
Google
not.
Lindros?
I think I would have to. But what I do know is that play right there, just a brilliant backhander. And again, Anoyan, I think he's starting to become a little more sound in this game as well. He's kind of found out where these shots are coming from. But a beautiful effort by CHS.
Backhand pass to center. Turn. Loose puck shot. That doesn't get through. Haggett was looking for it as it went off a player into the corner. Coming in now, that's Chambray. Lost the puck. Pass across, a shot, big save. I like this number 24 Bayou on the Dragons. There's a shot and a goal, tie game. 3-3. We'll get the score coming up. And I believe that's going to be number 11 with the goal. I thought it was 14, right?
I believe it might have been Nathan Mahomey, if I'm not mistaken.
The first one through the line. We'll get the official call in a minute. But
it took it second, but yeah, it was a
we're all trying to listen in French.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not Google Translate myself. What I can tell you, the Dragons did score.
Yeah, 3-3. We got a game here, a barn burner, but Bayou, that goal came because of him. His hard work, and he kept that puck in at the point, Charlie. Now they got numbers going the other way if they hurry. Coming in, lost the puck right at the slot. So 3-3 here, third period action. It's been a great game, 1-0, 1-1. Then it was 3-1. Now we got 2 straight goals this time by the Dragons.
As they're starting to heat up here. And again, those goals, it's just coming at strength when they come in numbers, just like right here.
They're just coming through the neutral zone, barreling down on this defense for the College Hockey All-Stars. They've got so much time in space. The All-Stars are going to have to slow that down in the neutral zone, or they're going to be facing a barrage of shots. Haggett right out in front again. That just went off a skate. Good stick check. Can't clear the puck. Turnover, toe drag. Coward with the body. Chipped up. Trying to do it on his own is Lyon. Lyon's got Hoffberg coming with him. Dropped it down there, just a little too far for Hofberg. On the far side is Dre. Dre giving chase. Dre runs his man over. Dragons pick the puck up. Aaron pass. Renner back to pick it up. Renner, nice pass long. Oh! They called offsides on that. Renner with the long stretch pass. Rockin' Renner. I thought you had Hofberg dead to rights. Great play, great pass. Official says no. They get the last word. Kind of like dealing with your parents, right, Charlie?
Absolutely, yeah. You know, both parties don't necessarily agree, but you know, one party eventually gets to say what's right and what's wrong. So,
all right, we're gonna have a face-off in. Big number 8, Leo Quimion. Quimion has been all over for this Dragons team tonight. Down behind the goal line, Dre there. Dre can't get it. Dragons bring it right back up top. Escalier, backdoor pass, nearly.
Good pass.
It was a great vision. Perez Garcin there. Escalier gets the return pass. Far side, you hear him calling for the puck. Right up front, shot in front. Still not out. Dragons, all kinds of pressure. Got a man down low. There's a shot that just gets by Haggett, thrown right back out in front, comes all the way out, nobody there. Back to pick it up. Gauthier. Gauthier now circles back. Dragons reverse the puck, come up here on the near side. Here's the big fella. Off Campagna. Kovalise trying to chip it out, can't do it. Time of possession, total domination right now for this Dragons team. College Hockey South struggling. Marshall, Valise, far side. Valise back up to the point, missed Campagna, and it comes all the way back down. Icing waved off as that was one pass from low to high, but they had the right idea. That's tipped in. Cole Valise on the forecheck. Valise goes behind the net. Great job wrapping up his man. Valise there, 1-on-3. Nearly a turnover, but good job by 21 for the red, white, and blue. He comes off. Turnover. Will the throw with the shot. Save. 11:26 left. 3-3. You could feel the tension building on the bench. We're right behind the College Hockey South bench. There's a shot up and off of Haggett into the net. We'll have a face-off to his right.
Off the ice here, because that last sequence of events, we started to see more really methodical shooting from the Dragons. They were getting a lot of good looks from the outside, not necessarily just crashing down in the middle. So I think they're also too starting to expose the wings of the College Hockey South All-Stars here. So you got to be really sound here if you want to keep this a tie game.
The bow there, backdoor pass, shot, pad save. Nice job, Haggett, moving side to side. They move the puck very well. They're cycling it. Good stick check. They got a chance if they can headman the puck. They do. We got a breakaway. Coming in. All-Stars taking a shot, and it was a bouncing puck on DeMumbrin. That may be the second one.
Yeah, DeMumbrum, he had it for a split second, but it looks like he was going to go backhander on that, and he lost it, caused it to skip and get a little too far in front of him, and it just went right off the pads of Aloyan. But just a good look for CHS, not able to convert. It's the second breakaway of the game. They've not been able to do so.
There's a shot. They scored from out there earlier. Cuchilla looked like he was going to try that again. And
Deja vu.
Right, he got it on net. Now 1-on-3, they got a man going hard to the back door. Watch this game again, and you'll see the Dragons. They go hard to the far side. There's a shot. Haggett did not see that one. That was off the stick of Quimion again. But they drive that F2 very hard to the back post. Doesn't matter what line is out there. That's great coaching and a lot of practice. As they're going to set up behind their own net. We have 10 minutes left in the third period. Tied at 3. Game number 1 for this all-star team here in France. Louis Topalo, Charlie Serafian, Danny Baum on camera. And Bama's own Jinx himself, Brooks on the stream. There's a big shot, pad save. There's a second one. That doesn't get through. Coward blocked that one. I'm telling you, that Louis Bayou, he's having a game for these Dragons. He's a big, strong guy. He's in front again. He's got a heavy shot. He picks the puck up. Nice pass. Mattio's shot just missed. Mattione.
He almost fooled Haggett there.
Missed just wide on that one. Backhand right out in front. That went off his skate. Mattione there again. Mattione down with a forecheck, rubs his man out. Picks it up, Coward there. Mattione pushing and shoving going on. That's he and Oliverio.
That was inches away from going in the net right there. And we'll see ref. He's going to talk things over. Oh, no, he's just getting the players. I thought he was going to call him for the hit there. However, that puck was inches away from going in the net. It missed
that was
just by a centimeter.
That was a little Italian on Italian crime there.
Yeah.
But maybe that thinner goalpost could have been the difference.
It could have been because, look, if it were a little thicker, it would have bounced right off. Maybe even the back of the skate. Maybe another rebound opportunity for the Dragons. 8:50 to go here.
The puck cleared all the way back down. We'll see if we get an icing call. We do. They'll line up and do it again. I think the officials have done a great job, and I think that was a great example, Charlie, where they didn't throw anybody in the box. I was watching the play between Oliverio and Mattione, my bad. But when they both got up, he told them, just get up, keep playing. You know,
they're calling it both ways. They're doing a really good job at doing that. And, I mean, so far, just an even match game.
They don't want to put anybody in the box. They're out there just to make sure everybody's safe. Haggett with the save. Over here, Hofberg chipped it up. Bouncing puck picked up by the Dragons. Dragons come right back in, looking past far side, trying to get it through. Coward with the save off his skate. Comes right out in front, Haggett there, bouncing puck again.
He had a look there. He was a little unselfish. Look, if you're the Dragons, you would have liked him to take that shot. Yeah. I think he had an angle, but he tried to get on the inside. It was just too cluttered.
They are going 100% far post every time by design, and it's causing a lot of stress on the defense of the All-Stars. Coming in, taking a shot high and over the head of Haggett.
It's a far shot you have to take.
He's got a chance. If he's got some wheels, Jensen pulls up, lost the puck. That's a puck they got to get deep. Even throw it on the net and force Oloyan to play it, make something happen. 7:30 left. Coming through all this speed again. Drop pass, shot, blocker, save by Haggett.
Amazing save there from Haggett, using the blocker, getting up high. So they try to attack that top left corner. We've seen a lot of goals go into that top left corner, specifically that goalpost today.
Renner hockey's trying to change. What they've got to do is they've got to slow down this Dragons team. They're coming through unscathed. They're skating nearly 200 feet without a body or a stick check right now.
Yeah, and they're starting to play a little faster too. Kind of saw a slower pace, but now they're just attacking, just letting it fly, shooting pucks, not really waiting for it to go in the middle, but just shooting from the wing side.
So watch how they attack. They continually move. They come back, all 5 guys in their own end. They're moving. They're circling the puck. They got a guy coming off on a line change. And they got a turnover there. Marshall comes in, shot, big save, Aloyan. Loose puck, shot, off the post. Referee says no. Colvalise nearly gave him the lead. Referee says no, play on. I didn't hear the post.
I didn't either. I think it was a save, though. I don't know if it ever crossed the line. It just went right behind it.
Great play. Marshall turns, fires that one in off the blocker. It's a dangerous play.
He's on target, too.
Exactly. 6 minutes and counting. Dragons got a man all alone in front. Didn't get him the puck. They made a drop pass instead. Coming right back. Ogle pass back door. And a save from DeMumbrin off the stick of DeMumbrin again. 5:57 left here. Hot and heavy from France, Charlie.
Absolutely. DeMumbrin and Ogle, that MTSU connection, two guys you do not want to see coming your way down the ice. Now, I know a lot of guys in the college hockey south, a lot of goalies would agree. Aloy, and he's never seen it before, but that was a really good opportunity. Two guys on the same hockey club, both coming down the ice. Good look.
Campagna with a shot from the point. Nice movement off the draw. They bring it back to the near point. Campagna immediately puts it on net. And Aloyan with a glove saves will wrap it up and do it again. 5:53 left. This time the faceoff's going to be to his left.
If you're Campagna, that's a shot you have to take. You're wide open, no one in the middle of the ice. Those aren't going to come all the time.
Ogle, they got Sosa on this side. Kennesaw product. They win the draw over to the near boards. Comes right back out. Bayul with the puck. Bayul looking. Drop pass or cross pass. That shot just missed as they brought that over to Kebitz. Battle on the boards. There's a big hit. Campagna doesn't like that. Referee watching, says play on. All-Stars. Threw that right in front on top of Aloyan. Right there was DeMumbrin again.
DeMumbrin looking for that ricochet opportunity. Because right now I've noticed Aloyan, he doesn't always cover up the puck. He kind of moves it off to the side. And I think partially the reason for that being is he knows his team's going to come back to do that little regroup thing they've been doing, circle back, get all five guys down the ice at the same time.
When you watch the attack of this Dragons team, shot just missed. Reagan Lyon all alone in front, picked up a loose puck. A welcome Christmas gift, just shot it wide on that one.
I think Lyon was more surprised he was that open than anybody else in this arena.
Yeah, and we were second and third. Coming right back at you. Pass, shot, saved. Said that a lot tonight. Under 5 minutes left. Hoffberg there, he lost the puck. There was 3 Dragons with him. Comes back up. Now they got a chance to break the puck out. Here's Lyon again. Lyon trying to get around the defense of the Dragons. Couldn't do it. Far side. Got a one-on-one battle. Now 1-on-2. Comes to the center.
Nice move.
It was a great play. We got someone hurt. Kuchia now. Looks like he got hit up in the face. Stick on the ice. No call. Incidental contact. And we play on. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. Dragons come right back in. Off a stick. It's going to be picked up by Drift. Watch them drag. Watch F2 and 3. Far post comes right to the center. F3 back door. Perfect play. The Dragons playing their game to a T right now. That one goes up and into the netting.
I'll tell you, that's a play they definitely have been practicing because we've seen it so many times in this game. We've also seen it happen so many times to the point where it's worked.
So they're looking for the official. They want to talk. We got a player that's he's cut.
Yeah, it looks like he took a shot to the lip right there, and they're going to see if refs are going to call something.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna. Christian Kuchia took a shot in the chops. The referee's talking to the bench of the All-Stars.
Hopefully they have Google Translate down there.
But you can't go back and call it. They didn't see it. The referees can discuss it, but now again, in our system back home, as you know, Charlie, we play a 4-man system. We used to play 3-man a long time ago. But we played, when we had a 3-man system, it was 2 referees and 1 linesman. Right here, we're playing 1 and 2. 3:30 left, far side, Dragons turn the puck over. Long stretch pass, coming in, taking a shot up and off the net. 3:30 left. 3-3 third period. Not sure if we just lost the chair, if we're going to play extra time or not. We'll find out. 5-3-3.
A chair just broke right behind me.
So I did get confirmation that we're going to play, if we get to that point, we're going to play a 5-minute 3-on-3. Wouldn't that be something?
That really would.
A little overtime hockey to get started. Here's Marshall. Not so fast, Mr. DiPaolo. Will to throw with it. Let's see what he does. Pass, Valise. Valise with the return. Deflected. And the puck, the referee says.
I don't think he called.
Now the net came off.
The net came off its footing.
Yeah, so I think he's going to have the face-off outside, though. Let's see. No, inside. So the net came off, but it was not against College Hockey South. So it stays in. Marshall in to take the draw. You just feel like him and Valise have some magic to him. Off the draw, shot just missed. Valise was on the back door. Here come the Dragons again. Dragons stop that time momentarily. Chunchikov trying to get the puck out. Oh, now we got a penalty. He's got to go, absolutely. A retaliation slash. There was a good hit. No, Mr. Linesman. Number 5. They were trying to call Oliverio over. Excuse me. The referee makes the call. You make the offsides. We'll be good, pal. We got a penalty kill for the Dragons. We got a timeout for this College Hockey South team. Now, you got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left, okay? Who are you going to put out? They're all all-stars, but you want to put out someone that's got some flow, right?
Yeah, well, I do want to keep some chemistry there, so I do like having Brendan Gogol and maybe DeMumbrum on the ice at the same time. I also maybe put, Sam Watson or Cucci out there as well. Keep those connected lines by team just so you have a little bit of chemistry, maybe some 1-2 back and forth action. You have guys across the ice like Chambray and Jensen who could maybe do something as well.
You're missing my two
out there. I don't know who are you going to put out there. Who, if it was you?
I agree with you on all those. I just like the magic right now with Marshall and Valise.
Okay, yeah.
They both played in the NN. They played a high level. You got a Tampa boy, Florida Southern boy. So there goes Marshall. There goes Valise.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's exactly how I would have played it. Those guys are great together. They've been playing really well.
Well, you got two of my guys as well with Palmer, DeMumbrum,
and Ogle.
So then we went back. Okay.
So that's why we're a good team.
So exactly, yeah. So let's see what you can't go wrong with this, though. No. I mean, anybody on this roster.
So he puts Marshall up on the point. Marshall's got it. Let's see how they set this up. Minute 57 left. Marshall with the puck. He's got DeMumbrum over here. Far side shot, blocked, cleared, not out. Great job, nice keep. That was Palmer with the shot. Look in, they bring it back up. DeMumbrum there. Over to Marshall. Marshall skates here on the near side. Marshall with it. Brings it back up to DeMumbrum. They got the far pass. Right out into the slot, back in. Back door. Couldn't pull the trigger was Marshall. He just fanned on that one. But he works hard, gets the puck back. Still has it behind the net. On the far side, minute 20 left in this power play. Just over 2 minutes left in the period. Back up top. DeMumbrum tries to get it down low. Chunchikov there. Takes a shot, loose puck, cleared up, not out again. The entire minute 5 so far in there. Backdoor pass, shot, save! Big play. That's what Will Marshall's great at, those backdoor passes, as he got it over to your boy Ogle. Just couldn't bury it. They're going to hold. Oh, no, they're going to pull Coward. Okay, Valise, Renner, Kuchia, and Hofberg.
There you go. So switching it up a little bit, but just a good effort by the boys there. Try to sneak one in. And, he is so good at getting it in that back door. But Alexandre Aloyan there to make the stuff. Such a clutch play.
So we got Renner, the big fella in front. Backhand save. Here's what I was going to tell you. Renner plays defense for us back at UCF. He's terrific at getting the puck to the goaltender from the point. But now he's up at the forward position. He's going to go in front. He's going to cause traffic. You got Valise and you got Kuchia up here on the near side. Renner on the forecheck, cleared, not out. Let's see how they set it up. Here's Kuchia and Cowart. Pass over on the far side to Hofberg. And there's Renner right in front, number 2. Valise circling. Back up top, 30 seconds left over here on the near side. They bring it right back to Cowart. Cowart looking. They got to get that shot through. They got tons of traffic in front.
Yeah, you got a lot of it, too. Dragons doing a good job at clogging it up in the middle.
Looking right in front. Renner, oh, pad save. Renner, great job in front. He's hard to move, the big fella. 10 seconds left. Great setup. Cowart, shot doesn't get through. Got to get that one through. Kuchia, 4 seconds left. Renner still there. Time for one more shot. Hofberg there. All right, back to even strength. Bouncing puck off the skate. Comes back up to the point. Cowart gets it through. Bouncing puck save. Oh, just missed. Shot wide. 35 seconds left and counting. Cole Valise now. We got a penalty coming up. He's going to call Valise with head contact. That was in the shoulder.
Yeah, they're going to get Valise on that one.
So now it's going to be the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he hit him in the shoulder, Charlie.
I did too, but I think just the nature of the game, they called the penalty right there with time running down for the Dragons. They even it out. And, penalty-wise, only this is the second penalty on the CHS All-Stars in this game.
So it'll be a 5-on-4 now, and then it'll go to a 4-on-3 if we get to the overtime. Haggett in the net. Dragons, chance to win on home ice. Power play. Let's see how they work it. Got a man down low, 20 seconds left. Up to the point. Down low again. Back up to the point. There's a shot deflected in front. Great job, Joseph Dre. UCF Knight blocking that one. 5 seconds left. Shot deflected up into the air. That's probably going to do it and send us to overtime. One shot, on net! And another save all the way from the boards. So we're going to play 5 minute 3-on-3. It'll start 4-on-3 because of the power play opportunity.
Yeah.
What a great
wind down.
What a great game. This is only game 1 of 4. College Hockey South. Kyle now put it together. Thanks for doing that, Kyle. This is a lot of fun. We got a great group of parents, and we got a great hockey game, Charlie.
Oh, absolutely. A big thank you, or should we say a big merci to Kyle now for putting this one together here in Rouen, France. And so far, it's been everything you could have asked for. Tied hockey game coming down to the wire. 3-3. We've seen goals across the way from both teams. I mean, this is a heck of a fun game.
It's been so much fun. It's been so well played. Just a couple of penalties. Now, here's what's going to happen. 4-on-3, Olympic sheet of ice. These guys have to play their positions. You can't go chasing the puck. You got to keep the Dragons out wide. They are terrific at using the width on this Olympic team, typical European team, Charlie. That's going to be key. Sticks in the middle. You got to deflect something and try to clear it.
And you have to also be able to get back in time because of how large this ice is and the lack of bodies out there on the ice. One puck going the wrong way, it could be a foot race. You have to be careful to get back in time and just spread out carefully. Make sure you're not having any sloppy passes because one bad pass can lead to a breakaway opportunity to lose the game or win the game.
So we have bonus hockey here on the College Hockey YouTube channel, and we got some bonus hockey in the net for Haggett. How about that? You come in after sitting for 2 periods.
So, yeah.
Now you're going to play overtime.
Yeah, you don't always expect, especially as being that third goalie in the rotation, to come in and also play the overtime. So he's getting a little bit of extra action. I'm sure he doesn't mind. You come all the way from the States over to play hockey in France. That's one thing he can check off his bucket list.
You know what would be really cool? Get through the overtime, 5-on-5. Maybe they let us play a shootout. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be pretty
Bang,
cool.
bang, shoot 'em up.
I don't know who you'd put in for goalie if you'd switch him out. Maybe Hag gets a look. Bruno comes back on the ice. Maybe even Meyer. But that would be a lot of goaltending, especially for Haggett. A lot of pressure, but I'm sure he's loving it.
Well, for the Dragons now, to me, my guy out there, I think you got to put 24, Mr. Bayou out there. I think you probably also got to put Boyo could go out. There's a couple guys. Quimion has had a real big game, number 8. Leo's a big, tall Dragon himself. So we'll see how that goes. But we're getting ready to go down to the ice with 12 seconds left. We're going to skate a 5 minutes, 4-on-3. We'll see who they put out there. Haggett obviously is going to stay in. So if is Coach Kuzlik, the big sexy, is he going to play 1 forward, 2 defense? No. He's got Valise out there, who's a very defensive, Valise is in the box. He's got Oliverio out there and Dre, is what I meant to say. He's a very good defensive defenseman. He's not out of position. He'll be able to clear it with Oliverio. Oliverio, the FAU out for this College Hockey South team. So there's my boy in the take the draw for the Dragons. No surprise there. So there's 25, Mattioni. Let's see what they come up with here. He's way offsides.
I think he was just making sure he was still fast. I don't know.
Jeez.
Yeah, he came in there really fast. Arthur Mattioni, almost like he just forgot that there is the offsides and was coming down, just trying to look for that open puck.
He came down the sideline with F1 speed.
Yeah. So just getting right to the restaurant. He must be hungry. I know we are up here.
All right, back to live action. Mattioni again now with the puck. Looking, he's got possession on the hash marks. Brings it up top. For you there. Backdoor pass across. Wow. Right through the crease. They had Haggett going side to side. Mattioni on the far side. Down low. College Hockey South staying in the triangle. Sticks in the middle. It comes right back. Shot off of Oliverio. Remember that one. That was going into the net. That was off the stick by you. There's a shot up and off the glass. College Hockey South unable to get possession yet. Let them stay behind the net. They do. Great job. Back up top it comes. Bayou over here on the point. Looking, pass right back. Off a stick. Dre in position. 20 seconds left. Mattioni brings it right back up top. Bayou there. Shot. Oh, he was going 5-hole. Nearly had him. And just by inches.
The funny thing is, I don't even think it initially bounced off the pad. I think it just slowed down and got stuck right between the legs of Haggett. That was going to end the game.
Size matters, Charlie.
It does matter.
All right, now you got Renner, traditional defenseman out. Marshall with a lot of skill in Ogle. You got 11 seconds. Then you got Valise out of the box. So if they can get this, it's exactly what he wanted. Renner with it now. They're going to kill this off, and they're going to have a chance. If they got Renner, if they can headman the puck. Rockin' Renner comes in, takes a shot, bouncing puck. Renner still with it. Second one, pad save, Aloyan. Back to even strength. Kovalise on the ice. Great job by the coaching staff. And Renner with the right play. That was terrific on the draw to win that one back. That was key.
That was really important. Just the fact that he was able to get it back and get down the ice, those rebound opportunities. Now good to see some sort of life here in this overtime period for the CHS All-Stars.
All right, Valise in, lost that draw. We're skating 3-on-3. Let's see what happens. Coming in all the way in, looking. Oh, Haggett with a big save.
Went for it again.
Filatov with it. Now back and forth we go. There's Valise. He can't get there. Dragons with it first. Coming back where there's nobody there. Coming back one-on-one. Looking toe drag. Great job, Marshall. Marshall lost is not in my end. Valise there. Valise with the puck. Valise pulls up. Trying to make a move. Had nowhere to go. Looking. Dumped it low. Renner. Valise coming off now. Rockin' Renner with the puck. He's rubbed out. That's a big Dragon and a big college hockey all-star into the corner. As they come back, just off the stick Nearly a breakaway opportunity for DeBow. One-on-one. Player goes down. Referee says no, play on. Puck comes right back out. 2:20 left. Dragons in their own end. Will Marshall comes off. Demumbrin back on the ice. Dragons coming in, taking a shot, blocked in front, rebound, picked up. Haggett there. He goes down and comes right back up. Far side, that's an offsides call. As they touch up, Joseph Dre got hit. As he's shaking his head, he's coming off, lost the glove, lost the stick. Coward, poked in front, shot, save! Oh, Coward! Holy cow! Tampa 3. Just Jack Walsh's boy right there. Wouldn't that have been crazy?
Oh, he would have put that on the highlight story. Maybe have had a couple of people swipe up. That would have been incredible. I know our photographer down there, Ryan Beatty,
the best.
would have loved to get that on camera, I'll tell you that.
Wow. Great chance there for Coward. The unexpected defenseman. Let's see, it comes to him again. He's the last man back. Pass over here, near side Palmer. Palmer back to Coward. Far side, they've got Cuccia. Cuccia now with it. He's got the first goal of the game. Is he going to get the last? Here's Coward. Coward comes in. He's racing hard. Coward, Mattione right on top of him. Those two go down. That should be a hand pass. Everybody's calling it. Dragons coming back 3-on-1. It's a jailbreak. Bayou drop pass. Couldn't get the shot off. Made it one too many passes. Haggett able to stop that and clear it. They had a 3-on-1. Palmer all alone. Must have went to mass this morning and said a couple of prayers because he got through that one.
Folks, hold on to your croissants. This thing is getting intense.
Less than a minute left in this overtime period. Dragons coming in. Great poke check there. Marshall Law again. Headman's the puck. He wants it bad. Chunkakoff gets it over to Marshall. Bouncing puck loose in front in the paint. Still there. Shot save. Second one rebound. Not cleared yet. Wow, 34 seconds left. Marshall coming. No, they say stay. Dragons coming right back. Still time. 23 seconds on the clock. Dragons trying to change. They just dump it in. Campagna over here on the near side. Marshall looking for a place to go. Valise off his skate. 12 seconds left. There's a race for the puck. Valise, Campagna, he's got to get back. Oh, we got a turnover, 4 seconds left. We got a breakaway.
Saved by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Oh my goodness.
Haggett's like, I got this. There's a whistle.
Oh, you can see a giant smile across the face of Haggett.
Oh, they're going to pull Haggett. 3.5 seconds left. Listen, I don't want to jinx anything. I saw this happen in Orlando with the Moccasins, with Will Marshall's team. UCF pulls their goalie in this situation. Moccasins got it, went all the way down. Shot it all the way down, right out in front. Oh, beautiful play. Hey, we're going to a shootout, boys.
There it was. It was such a good
Five-man shootout. Let's see. Five-man shootout. Five.
Okay. So we're going to get a five-man shootout here. Everything you guys could have asked for in a hockey game. It's come down to the wire, an intense overtime period. Good looks for both teams. A potential win for the Dragons there, as we saw Louis Bayou coming down the ice to try to win it. But now Luke Haggett, he's going to get tested once again. He's going to face 5 shooters here for the Dragons coming down the ice. On the other side of the ice, Alexandre Aloyan, he's going to have to face off against 5 CHS players. We'll see who it's going to be.
I'll tell you what, we got our wish. I got my wish, right? I wanted to see bonus hockey. We got bonus hockey. Now I wanted to see overtime. we got a shootout. We got a shootout, and it's not a 3-man shootout. It's a 5-man shootout. So it's going to be absolutely terrific, end to end. What a terrific game! What a great way for Kyle Nell and this college hockey all-star team to get this started. Coach Kuzlik, he's got to be happy. So I guess they flipped the coin to see if they want to shoot first or second. So we won the toss, which is kind of weird.
There's a assistant captain, Cole Valise, heading out there.
So we'll see who goes first. I think we called second. It is. All right, here we go. Who do you put out?
You know, there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys you could put out. I don't think you could go wrong with either of them.
Well, it looks like they're going to put Filatov out first for Haggett. All right. Getting ready here. Just a terrific game. Kudos to both benches. It was a terrific game, and it's going to come down to this. A 5-man shootout. We'll keep score. We'll let you know. Up first, number 20. That is going to be Dennis Filatov. Filatov coming in, going side to side. Haggett backing up, looking. Oh, poked away. No goal. 0 for 1 for the Dragons. He flamed that one out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That one flew away from him.
Cole Valise. My man, Mr. Commander. He's in. Far side on his stick, looking. Oh, Cole Valise had a bouncing puck. Didn't even get the shot off. He's laughing coming back. He's going to owe somebody some refreshments when we get to the restaurant after that.
Oh, for sure.
All right. The Dragons come right back. We're 0-0. 14. Hugo 14 in with it. Looking shot. Save Haggett. 0 for 2 for the Dragons. Haggett so far. Look at this. Trace Cowart, the Tampa defenseman for Coach Walsh. I want to say hi to his family watching back in Chicago. I know they couldn't make the trip. Walsh nearly ended the game. Let's see if he can give them the lead. Coming in, the second shooter looking, holding one backhand, poked away. Aloyan with his best Haggett impression. And we are 0 for 2, both teams. Here is Quimion. Quimion has had a terrific game for the Dragons. He's got it. Next, nobody has scored yet. Both goaltenders have been terrific. Here he comes on the near side. Cuts back, slows down, almost stops, waiting to play. Haggett shot. Oh!
That was beautiful.
Blasted it by his glove save. Quimion with parts of steel in his body, big stones to come up, stop dead, and just blast it by. Mano a mano.
It's his second goal of the game on that one.
DeMumbrin. Let's see what he could do. Big D coming in, getting booed. Oh! He shoots and scores. The referee says goal. DeMumbrin finally on the board. And we are tied at 1 as MTSU looking good there.
I was going to go on the right side, but what a beautiful shot from DeMumbrum to keep CHS alive.
William Huguet coming in, looking. He slows down also. Shot! Score! Huguet again. They come right up to Haggett, Charlie, and they just stop dead. They come to a complete stop. All right. Will the thrill here. Number 19, Marshall with the puck. The Moccasins got it on his stick. Let's see if he goes backhand. Looking, shot, missed. Saw that other side net, just missed it. Score 1-0. This is shooter number 4, right?
He's got to stop this one or else they lose the game.
Bayou coming. Look at this 200 pounds of dragon coming at you. Looking, holding. Fake shot, big save, Haggett. Haggett, the man with ice in his veins. Campagna needs this. It all comes down to AC, Mr. Al. How many licks to a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? We're about to find out. Is Mr. Al ready to take it on?
To keep us alive.
AC with the puck. He's going on the far side. He's looking. He's coming in with speed. Shot goal! Anthony Campagna! The Owl takes down the Dragon. So now we're tied at 5. Should be sudden death, right?
Yep, sudden death now. Flyers kind of keeping CHS All-Star team alive. What a beautiful shot, and Haggett doing his part too.
Dragon should go first. No. You go. You went first. We don't switch, buddy. Oh, Kyle gave in. That must be that Southern nice stuff from Tennessee. Because I can tell you, as Philly guys would be like, nope, you shoot. Regardless, here comes Rockin' Renner. Renner with on his stick. Renner looking, shot. Big save. Aloyan with that one as Renner went blocker side. Quimion out again. This would be a hat trick for him.
It would be. This is to win it.
The big Q. The Dragon comes in. Remember what he did last time. He just stopped and blew it by him. He's coming in with speed. Now he stops. He slows down. He speeds up. He's looking. Backhand just missed. Oh, what a move.
Beautiful stick work. And, you know, it looked like he had it for a second. Haggett just big and able to knock it off with the pad.
That was terrific. Now they send out Chunchikov. Chunch with the puck. Tommy C. coming in. Middle Tennessee. Looking. He's got the puck. He's holding on. He shot. Missed it wide. Off the boards. Let's see who they put out. Mattioni? Nope. Going the wrong way. It's Ugale. Ugale's so excited he wants to play for the United States. All right, Ugale coming in here. Does Haggett have one more in him? Ugale on the far side, slows down, stops, looking, shot, big save. Haggett again.
Oh, look who's coming up for the CHS All-Stars.
He's going to go to the far blue line, go to the boards, and he's going to rip it from that mat mud.
He might shoot it from neutral ice.
He might. I'm telling you, he's going to come up and blast one. Mr. Al looking on his forehand, backhand, forehand, poked away again, in a little too close. My God, we have seen some tremendous goaltending, just terrific play. Grand Pierre, number 9 for the Dragons to win it. Grand Pierre again. Haggett ready for the challenge. Grand Pierre comes in, he looks, pokes, went 5-hole, no goal. They're running out of shooters. Zamborski, KSU proud, another type of owl.
And, you know, at this point, the whole roster is going to get a chance to shoot the puck.
All right, the Zam man. Can he send us to victory? Zamborski looking, shot, save. Not sure Lloyd saw that, but he made the save and hit him with it. And coming out now is Drift.
You know, it's interesting. The CHS All-Star team is all shooting from that left side. And if you're looking at Loyan, it's his right side. He's gone that way every time.
Anakine now. Let's see what the left-hander can come up with. He comes over here on the near side. He cuts through. He shot. Big save. Haggett again. Ogle. Charlie wants your autograph, Ogle, if you score on this one.
If he scores this one. I want a photo with him, too.
Another MTSU boy out. Ogle. Let's see what we come up with. Brendan Ogle coming in. He's got some speed. Looking. Shot again, Charlie.
Again.
Same side.
I mean, they keep looking on that side. I think Aloy, he's doing a good job using that stick to poke it away. Like, I got goosebumps right now. It's not just because it's below 20 degrees in here.
Filatov in to take the draw. Filatov for the Dragons. Can he end it? Oh, he's going down the blue line. He's coming in with speed. He's looking, he shot! Goal! Filatov goes blocker. Wins the game for the Dragons. How many people win that shootout?
A lot. I lost track after 9, I believe, so it might have been 9.
Haggett getting a lot of love from his College Hockey South teammates. That was a terrific game.
I think that actually is probably the most entertaining game I personally have ever called, and as far as club college hockey, I mean, that was amazing.
Terrific game, terrific effort. What a way to start the trip. You're going to see the handshake. I know there's a lot of gifts down here from the Dragons. Boy, stars of the game, who would you give it to? There's so many.
I mean, so many. I got to say, though, I got to give it to number 8, Leo Quimion.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great game. I even want to look at Alexandra Aloyan for that shootout. Just incredible goaltending performance from him. You had other guys in there like Arthur Mattioni, who was just such a good skater. Louis Bayou is all around a team effort, just the way they play.
Yeah, it's very tough for an all-star team to play against a complete team, but this College Hockey South team got off to a little slow start, played a great second. The Dragons came back as you would expect. They tied the game, and then power play for this College Hockey South team at the end of the third. Cowart right there on the doorstep, couldn't put it in. Then the power play for the Dragons in the overtime, they couldn't do anything, and then we go to a shootout. Boy, I'll tell you what. And it wasn't even a 5-man shootout. We must have went 10, right?
So it did go to 9 players, 4 extended right then and there, but it's just something you wouldn't expect. And it looked like the CH All-Stars, they had quite the lead in the second period, 3-1. The Dragons just kept fighting.
Yep.
Final score 4-3. What a treat.
It looked like it was going to be tilted. It was 3-1. I think if we got the next goal, Charlie, and went up 4-1, it would have been lights out on the Dragons.
You know, they say a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous one in hockey for a reason. We'll get both teams in front to
what a great shot that is.
Take a team photo, yeah.
That's a terrific shot as you see both teams out on the ice. The officials were terrific tonight. I thought they did a great job as well.
What a job all around. What a fun game.
Hey, Brooks. We got to get a shot of us. Let's go, guys. They get a shot on the ice. Ready? Everybody in? Perfect.
What a fun
all right.
one.
Boy, that was a terrific start.
Merci to the fans for watching, too.
Oh, yeah. Nobody left.
I watched the recording, yeah.
Everybody came in. I know we couldn't broadcast it live, but we were able to get you the game. It's going to be a terrific game to watch, a memory of a lifetime, just a tremendous experience for these kids.
Absolutely. Well, I had a fun time. Thank you all guys for watching once you hit back the recording. But again, it's just going to be an exciting European tour if that's the first game.
Oh, it's going to
be hard to live up to that one. I'll tell you that.
You got that right. It'll be hard to cover this again, but I want to thank the team here in Rouen, the Dragons, for their hospitality, the staff, our friend, the tech guy who got us power right before we went on the air. He was very helpful, but we're getting ready to have a great team meals. The Dragons going to exchange gifts with the College Hockey South team. And for us, we move on we have a day off tomorrow in Paris. Then the boys were all heading on a 6-hour bus ride Monday to Strasbourg, where we'll be live Monday night
Hopefully.
in France and
Allegedly.
Monday afternoon back at home in the U.S., allegedly. So that will be our next broadcast as we get ready for Game 2. You'll see the players, the coaches exchanging handshakes with the players. Certainly a lot of fun. We'll keep the camera rolling again, but this Dragon team, no quitting them. Haggett comes in, played a great third, faces 9 guys in a shootout.
Unbelievable.
What was the final 3-2, right? The shootout?
The final was,
or was it 2-1?
well, it was tied up until the 5th, and then it went to 3-2 was the final.
Look at how cool that is. The team just comes over and skates. Great job. The goaltenders.
Got some nice scarves. They're going to be needing those. It's cold.
Absolutely. It's freezing out. So there was Coward getting his, Hoffberg getting his. So Kyle Nell, our commissioner, shaking hands with, I would assume that's the general manager of the Dragons, the gentleman that was helping us out earlier. Kyle, you think he brought him something from Tennessee?
He did, actually. He brought him a jersey.
So we're looking up here. Some of the fans want to take pictures. We're going to get an exchange going the other way. You don't think he brought any of that Tennessee whiskey you guys have up there, did he?
I don't know, but I'm sure they have good stuff here as well.
So check that out.
Look at that.
The Dragons jersey, and then the College Hockey South.
They should switch.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Now they got it.
How cool. What a great experience. The captains, I think they're going to take a picture as well. So a little more of an exchange. So we got
There you
some
go.
more celebration going on here. The College Hockey South jersey, the Dragons. Just a great experience.
So fun. Maybe they'll join us for dinner.
Right?
Who
You
knows?
never know. Maybe we may need our Google Translate a little bit.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a lot of fun. The goaltenders were terrific. All of them. So, all right, the final score, the Dragons, in a shootout, in a 9-man shootout, take this one, Game 1, here on the College Hockey South YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll be back here Monday, broadcasting live, hopefully from Strasbourg. Once again, I am Louis DePaulo for Charlie Serafian and for Mr. Danny Bond and Brooks over there on the stream. Thanks for joining us here on College Hockey South. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you Monday.